How's everyone doing today? Good to see everyone in the chat. Jobin, good to see you, buddy. You're still on holiday, Jobin. Khalid, walaikum salam. Ross, Mirko, Matt, Soulflex, DC, AJ, Donkey, Mark, Mirko. How's everyone doing, bro? Let me see what's up going on here. Wrench, sausage feast, red flag. It's a scam. Yeah, bro, just ban him, bro. Crypto J, how you doing, buddy? Hoove, how you doing, bro? It's good to see you in here. Simon, good to see you. Black, good to see you, mate. Madeira, good to see you. See what first question is: will the Fed speech at Jacksonville Friday tier crypto players as a new? I don't think so. No, I think what the Fed is going to do is they're going to signal a rate cut. I don't think they're going to give how much exactly they're going to give, but I do think a rate cut is going to be happened. Then at the same time, you guys got to understand. I don't think the Fed is going to pivot this early. They will cut rates, but a rate cut does not mean a pivot. Whenever the Fed adds to the balance sheet, that's when we know they're going to start printing aggressively, and then we're going to have we'll have a massive run. But that's the only thing is, it's just going to be, it's quite predictable what the Fed is going to say. They're going to cut rates because all the banks are pressuring them now, and then at the same time, they're also going to say, we don't have enough data to cut too much. They're not going to hint consistent rate cuts because what's that's going to do is just pump the markets. And if people feel richer, all that's going to happen is, the consumers are just going to bring inflation back up. Inflation will never come down if consumers feel rich. Yeah, it's most likely going to be 25 basis point. If we get a 50 basis point, then the market will pump. But if it's a 25 basis points, then it's not really going to do nothing, to be honest. It will have a little pump, but it's not anything significant. The first two rate cuts are not really they're not really that bullish. The first two rate cuts are not that bullish. And keep in mind, guys, a rate cut takes like 2-3 years to come into circulation. Well, if for it to affect the economy, it will take about 2 to 3 years. You guys like the thumbnail? Whenever BTC pumps, I'm pissed because I'm waiting for a big dip to DCMO. I don't know why you're waiting for a big dip, Simon. Like right now, is across the board is very, very good DCAs. You're not going to get a big dip like the way you're expecting, but the market will drop one more time. But like I said, Bitcoin's been trying to break the 61K point, at least 4 or 5 times now. Eventually, if it keeps trying, it's going to break up and it's going to go higher. So as we get closer to the I think Friday will be the day that we could break past 61K and probably go to 64, 65K ish, even 67K before one more dump. $25 basis won't pump us. They need more aggressive, but they can't. It's far too risky. Exactly, because Jerome Powell has said so many times in his speeches that he doesn't want to repeat the 1930s where they cut too early, they pivoted too early, and inflation came back around. So it's going to be a steady one. I mean, realistically, like everyone doesn't want inflation to come back. No one wants inflation to come back. You guys might want a quick pump in the markets, but if inflation is not contained, the bull run's going to be, it's going to be short-lived. That's for sure. The bull run will be short-lived. You guys don't want a situation where, the bull run is short-lived, because then you're going to get 4 or 5 months pumps, and then inflation is going to come back down. The Fed's going to raise interest rates again, and we're going to go through this whole thing all over again. So don't be too hasty to make wanting the Fed to cut rates. You would rather just wait. It doesn't matter if you have to wait an extra 2-3 months. Getting rich doesn't take overnight. Sometimes it takes a bit longer, but for the market to be really, really primed to have a massive bull run, we need inflation to be down, and we need interest rates to be down as well. It's the only thing that matters, bro. Everyone wants stuff so quick is that they're calling for 100K Bitcoin in August or 200K, by December is ridiculous. Shinobi, good to see you, buddy. Jay, good to see you as well. Do I know if shrapnel was show on the downtrend? Do you like it? I don't really like shrapnel, no. I think this first person shooter games there's too many of them already. And I don't know which one's gonna perform well. I think the best one so far is the Gunzilla one. That one is most likely gonna be the biggest one off the grid. So I personally wouldn't, buy this project. It's a good project, but the dilution, is too heavy. There's too many early investors in this as well. I personally don't like it. Tars AI is pumping. Yeah, Tars AI is pumping. Another look. This is why I always tell you guys, bro. How many people on the last stream was crying about, oh, this is only dumping. This is only dumping. This is up like 20-30% or something the last 7 days. Probably like 30% the last 7 days, since from like $4.08. Now it went as high as $7. It went as high as $7. I told you guys, do not look at price action in a bearish market. Look at what the project is doing behind closed doors. Are they still working? Are they still forming partnerships? Are they developing their products? This is all that matters. And this is exactly what Tecton's been doing. And they've only been pumping recently. So, this is all, that's the only thing that matters. People get so bearish, as soon as the market is red. And then look at Simon now. He's already, he was bearish. He was bearish. Look, now he wants to buy more because the market is turning green. This is how retail gets caught out. Now he's gonna buy a bunch. He's gonna buy some bags now, and the market is gonna dip and he's gonna start crying again. This is how everyone gets caught out in crypto. When it's time to buy, they panic. They wait for lower prices, and then when it's when it's red, they start crying about the price. There's a lot of people like this. Yeah, just DCA every day, except if you have the capital to do it. You have to DCA based on your capital. If you don't have a lot of capital, don't be DCA in heavy amounts every day. DCA small amounts, or just DCA the projects that's down the most. That's all that matters. Sell Naka, buy back low. I wouldn't really play that game, Miffy. I don't really like playing that, selling, sell Naka, buy low. And this is another project I've been telling you guys to buy, is Naka. Naka was like 60 something cents the other day. Now it's almost 90, almost $1 again. That's like 50% pump, or no, well, around 40-50% pump. It was like 60. I think it was $65 or something cents. Now it's almost a dollar. It's probably gonna go higher. Khalid, appreciate the £10, my friend. A drink for Barcelona. Appreciate it, my friend. Appreciate that. Khalid's always the top donator, bro. It's crazy. Gaming sector having a nice pump. Yeah, the gaming sector is having a nice pump. Naka's having a good pump. It just shows that retail is ready to come back into gaming now. I think they're getting tired of when the Tron meme coins are pumping. That retail is tired of memes now. They probably lost too much money on memes. They gambled too much on memes. Now they're just ready to get back in the gaming sector. And what a way, to front run it. I told my group to buy this. I like basically in the bottom. I think I put 62 cents and it went down to 60 cents. My limit orders for the DCAs were bang on during the August dip. Now they're up like 40%, 35% around those regions. Tech bottom is in, I hope. I think, it depends. Right now the market's a little bit bullish, but in a few days, if the market dips, Tech's going to dip with it. So, Simon, I was not talking about you specifically, my friend. I was just using you as an example. I was not talking about you specifically. Do not worry. I'm just talking about retail people in general. Ross, good to see you, buddy. Shinobi, MTL, older token, but fetch AI backs it. Let's have a look. MTLX, Metalex. 6 million. The dilution looks terrible. It's about 10x dilution. Chart looks awful as well. The chart looks really, really bad. G-Man, walaikum salam, bro. How you doing, bro? Oh, yeah, I seen McDonald's Instagram did get hacked. That's crazy, that is. World's first peer-to-peer order book DEX. Nah, this is too niche, bro. This is way too niche. I don't really think this project's do well. I don't think this is the type of projects you want to put your money in. These don't garner enough hype. They might pump, but they don't just garner enough hype. I don't think this type of project is worth it, Shinobi. Peer-to-peer DEX, like, it's too niche. I'm not really too bullish on DeFi either. There's a lot of projects like this that just die because no one's interested in these type of projects. Bro, that guy, that Rocket guy was probably the dumbest guy ever, bro. Like the stuff that he said about it didn't make no sense. Like he doesn't even these type of people don't even check the vesting schedule. They just this is the problem with projects with high value, fully diluted, is because of idiots like this. Is they don't even look at the vest. They probably don't even know what a vesting schedule is. They just look at this and this and think, oh, that's too much. And then they don't look at the vesting schedule. They don't realize that there's only a 1x dilution. Well, now there's like 0.5x dilution. There's less than 1x dilution to the end of 2025. But he doesn't realize that. He thinks all the tokens are just going to come into circulation in 2025. There's always idiots like that. This is why I tell people, listen, if you don't know what you're doing in crypto, don't make YouTube videos, bro. Please, like, it's not fair for the people that's like listening to you. That's the way I think. Is that guy doesn't? He goes, oh, because of the dilution, this project's not going to do well. It's like, bro, you don't even understand crypto. Why are you going to make comments? I'm waiting for all to pump, then I'm stacked. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Remember, guys, there could be one more dip. There's a very high chance there's going to be one more dip. Why? Because the stock market is at all-time highs. It needs a correction. The stock market needs a correction. And whatever reason, they use to crash the stock markets is going to be the same reason they're going to crash crypto. So don't FOMO into little green candles like today. These are little green candles. These are not anything significant. Everything just having a little bounce from the lows. Don't FOMO in too heavy. Look how many times, this has pumped, came down 86 cents, 70 cents, pumped all the way to, up to $1 and just crashed. And the same thing might happen again. It dumps, comes back up and goes down. Just DCA when it turns green. Don't DCA when everything's up 10%, 20%, 30%. Don't FOMO in. Makes sense that he said will go up barely $1 because in 4 or 5 dinosaur coin. Yeah, but these guys are just retarded, man. The fact that he's still talking about GRT says a lot. Munity dip recovered a lot. Yeah, Munity is doing a lot of work. I don't think if you guys follow Munity on Twitter, you guys can see these guys are. He had a nice little dip to about 0.061, and then just recovered instantly. These guys are doing really, really, really good work. Like if you guys go look at their Twitter, they are working really hard. Look, their main game is coming out very soon. They're forming partnerships. This is Beam giving them a shout out. Partnership right here. This is 6 hours ago. This is yesterday, 3 days ago. Partnership right there. Come down a little bit further. This is Beam giving them a shout out once again. Another partnership right here. This is them going to the Beam event. But these guys are working really hard, and they're very close to Beam. This is Beam giving them another shout out on August the 19th. Right now, gaming is dead, but the way that these guys are shilling Beam in a bull run, it will do well. But like I said, guys, this should be a very small percentage of your portfolio. Very small percentage. These guys are not likely to rug like the rest of these, DJ and gaming projects. Can you give your opinion? Bro, Geno's DAO is rugged. That project is rugged. It's no longer around. We only got 26 likes, boys. Smash the like button right now. Why you guys been lacking on the like button recently, bro? Yeah, I'm not looking at no meme coins, bro. I'm sorry. Everland. Let's have a look at this. Well, if it's a project I've already looked at, please don't shill it again. If I already looked at this project, do not show the same projects over and over again. It gets really tiresome, bro. It gets annoying when I have to look at the same projects over and over again. I've already looked into this as well, bro. They got partnership with Nuno Cloud, V-State, Mexi. Proof of concept. I'll be honest with you, bro. This one looks a bit terrible. Leverage new technologies. Seamless data management. Unique solution for the data. Okay. The concept is pretty decent, but it's not really a bullish concept. It's not really needed in the real estate industry. It's not bad though. It's actually not bad. At these prices, I wouldn't buy, but if you got in at these prices, it is definitely worth a bag. But I wouldn't buy it now though. The market cap's probably at all-time highs now already. 8 million, yeah. Oh, remember, guys, don't always look at the price action. Look, this is if you go look at the price action now, this went as high as 30 cents or something, but the market cap at 30 cents was, I don't know, like 2-3 million or something, 4 million. When it first comes out, the dilution doesn't come into play to this, so they have parabolic runs. This is why I think alt will do well. It's a new gem, but that sounds like a meme coin. Mouse Troy, that's definitely a meme coin, bro. What are you talking about? Ritestream is branching out to base. Pros and cons targets. I think branching out to base is bullish. I think base will do well, so I do think it's bullish. But there's not really no cons to branching out to base. Realistically, the more chains you have access to, the more potential buyers. That's it. So there's not really no cons. It's only pros, and I think that's a good move to do. It doesn't really matter what chains you go to, as long as you're on exchanges, people will flock over to you anyways. And I'm sure Ritestream actually knows. If it's on Ethereum, then moving over to base, I think is a good move. The Ethereum gas fees do get a bit ridiculous, so I think that's a pretty good move. Yes. How convinced are you that Munity will pump? I think Munity will pump, but it obviously is high risk. You don't put anything more than a tiny percentage of your portfolio into it. It will definitely pump, but when the gaming narrative takes off, they all pump. It's not. You don't have to be a genius to know that it doesn't matter what coin you buy. When the gaming narrative is hot, it will pump. That's it. Especially if they're working. Especially when they're getting shout outs by Beam. If Beam does well, his ecosystem will do well. And you guys I just showed you 3 tweets in the last week of Beam giving them a shout out. So if Beam's performing really well and everyone's focused on Beam, eventually they're going to go to the ecosystem and they're going to see immunity there. Or if Crown does really well, people are going to look for alternatives. If Alex Becker starts shilling Crown and Crown goes parabolic, people will go look for low caps, in the same narrative. So I am convinced Munity will do well, and they're going to do marketing anyways. The team behind them is really good. So I'm not really. I wouldn't. I would say I'm very convinced that they will pump. Very convinced. It doesn't really need a lot of money to pump Munity. It's like you can put a grand in Munity now, and the price will shoot up like 10%. So it doesn't need a lot of money to pump it. The liquidity is low, the market cap is low. Like I said, a grand, 2 grand is gonna, if a group does a buy alert on it, it'll go parabolic. Carlos, good to see you, buddy. Do I think the market will drop shortly after the rate cuts, since that happens a lot in the past? I think the market will get sold off after the rate cuts, yes. Especially if it's only a 25 basis point. And keep in mind, there's unemployment on the 6th. So if unemployment, if unemployment comes in heavy again, the market will dump 100%. They will definitely dump. Because it increases the risk of a recession. MAGA and S-Tron for election plays, or is everyone going to think the idea might be staking? Thinking of pumping at the end of October when Trump wins. Look, the problem with them is right now, if there's something major event happens, they will pump. Otherwise, it's not going to pump. And the thing is, when Trump actually wins, these meme coins will just get sold off because it's how the news event happens every time in crypto. If people already know the results, then the meme coin just gets sold off because there's no more hype around it. But it can rally, into November. I do think it could happen into October. Sorry, I do think it can happen. But a lot of people are basing on it. And but the thing with narratives, with the meme narratives, it shifts every time. Right now, the Tron meme coins are going parabolic. This is how you know you're somewhere near the end of the meme coin cycle. Because when they go from the most bullish, easiest, cheapest chains like Solana and Base to something like Tron, there's something, people are getting bored. That's all that means. No, I didn't buy no landing gains, bro. I've never bought any of that stuff. I find that type of stuff weird. It's because you can buy the land, but then people, like anyone with a brain, would know that the narrative changes every cycle. Every cycle, there's a new narrative. So look at NFTs now; they're dead. So all the land you bought in these games, they're probably worth pennies now, or no one just gives a shit about them. So this is why you have to be very careful buying, these NFTs or land. Or I've never ever done stuff like that. I would never do stuff like that, bro. Because the metaverse is too early. Anything that's even AI is too early for us to say that AI is going to be taking over the world. It's too early for that. So I wouldn't buy anything. I wouldn't keep anything AI. Like I said, AI is a bubble and it might pop at some point. But this is why we buy the best AI coins. Even if it pops, they will still be around because they are legit AI coins. Carlos, good to see you. Should I begin the show after a few weeks? Should you expect a short-term pump? I think they will market before their show starts. Yes, I do think they will market before their show starts. Have you looked at Hydro Stake? Is a copy of Injective in same pictures and everything? Really? If it's a copy of Injective, we should have a look. What the hell is literally called Hydro Staked Injective? It's built on Injective as well. Ultimate LSD-Fi infrastructure platform on Injective. Oh, this is an ecosystem of Injective. Yeah, so it's backed by Injective. It's good to do well, to be fair. So this is liquid staking on the Injective chain. I think liquid staking do well in the bull run. It's not worth a bag now, but somewhere near the bull run, this can do well. People love liquid staking in the bull run, but I don't know how legit this is. To be fair, it's backed by the Injective venture, so it has to be somewhat legit. So yeah, this is not bad. Before buying a project, do you check the volume on, for example, Sensei is on base and IRB, but there's little volume, so I've stuck to ETH. Do you anticipate there will be volume in the future? I think there will be. They'll add liquidity eventually. Yes, they will add liquidity. But the problem is the only reason people don't buy on base and ARB is because all these exchanges don't accept it. It's like you have to pay them to accept Sensei on base and ARB. So you would have to pay Mexi 100K for them to add base Sensei on base and ARB, which is stupid. It's like a money scheme. So I don't think that's even worth. I would rather just buy on Mexi, to be honest, or on ETH. Opinions on Engines of Fire. I don't really like Engines of Fire, bro. I think the vesting schedule is too harsh. Let me just double check because just make sure this is the correct project. Like, this is just a normal first-person shooters game. Like it's not nothing impressive at all. There's nothing impressive about this game. They just have a very good team behind it. That's it. It's like, bro, you can go find 50 other projects with a good team. I'm not really impressed with this concept of first shooters, alien games, or whatever this is, bro. They're very unlikely to be played. If people want to play first shooter games, they'll just go play COD or something, bro, or Fortnite or something. They're not gonna come play these crypto games. especially when the quality is probably average. Yeah, look, the only reason people like this, like realistically, are you gonna play this game? Let's just watch this shit, bro. Bro, this looks like one of those mobile games, bro. No one's playing this shit. See what I'm saying? Like, this is the type of stuff this type of stuff just don't do well in the bullroom, bro. The only reason this is even good is the fact that they have a very solid team. Where's the team's background, bro? Let's show you. The team, from my memories, the team was really stacked on this. Yeah, look, EA, Change EPT, CDOS. The team is quite stacked on this. But like I said, first shooter games, these weird type, like if the vesting is good, then it's worth. But if the vesting is terrible like this, like everything is locked up, but they're gonna come into circulation next year. So I'm not really too bullish. The market cap is 3 million, let's say now. By let's say August next year, let's say June next year, right? The market cap is gonna be like 13 million. So that's too much dilution for me. Way too much dilution. Especially for if it was like some sort of crazy game and like something like off the grid or something, that'll be like fair enough. Quality is good, or but the game just looks average. It's not even worth. I don't really like those type of games. Like if you're gonna buy a project that has bad vesting, but the game's good, go buy Carrot or something. Yeah, X versus the same thing, bro. This is another one of those first shooter games, and the vesting is a bit harsh as well. The vesting for this is a little bit harsh as well. You got to think of it like this, right? Just look at how much early investors are in this. You got 10% for the team, 10% for the strategic, 10% for the creators, which is another word for teams, for the team. Advisors, 6.5%. Marketing, you got 6% for the seed, 5% for the community round, reserves, public round, KOLs. It's like, bro, it's ridiculous amounts of tokens that just given to early investors. The type of tokens are not worth the investment. Wait, hold on. Yeah, look how heavy the unlocks are. Look how much people get the tokens at a time. That's a lot of people that can dump every single month. Yeah, I don't know. The vesting's too harsh for this. Even though it's only 3x dilution, but you gotta realize almost 50% of the supply is in the hands of early investors. Probably over 50%. So even though the dilution looks like it's only a 3x, but you have to look at where where the tokens are allocated, which is in the hands of early investors. So I would personally stay away from this one as well. What would be the last accumulation zone? I'm not too sure, bro. Always a brand new project. You can't really do no TA on it. Yeah, I think it will probably be a stale. I think everyone's thinking that. That's the problem. Is everyone's thinking, oh, should I buy meme coins? Meme coins will do well. Hmm. Jamie, how you doing, buddy? Low volume means low liquidity. I could be wrong. Well, it is low liquidity, yes. But the problem is you can't really store your sensei on ARB anywhere. You can store it, but there's no figures. Like for example, I got a few hundred K of sensei on my ARB, but then it doesn't show the value. That means that it's not really everywhere. If you get what I'm saying, like I personally would, I'll just buy on ETH. You can't buy on there, but if there's not enough liquidity in the bull run, you're gonna be struggling. Real or props? I'll hold both. I would hold both. I personally would go with Rio just because it's been solidified. It's been around for a long time. Rio has been around for a long time. And, Rio is backed by a few institutions. They're funded by institutions. But prop based is newer, so it has a higher chance to pump. I like both. I think both can give similar returns. Rio is only $55 million in market cap, and prop base is $30 million in market cap. So there's not a massive difference. However, Relio has that advantage of being a veteran in the crypto space, and it pumps every time the RWA narrative pumps. Like Relio is one of the top performers. Beam, how you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Creo pumping huge today. I think the entire gaming sector is pumping huge today. The bigger players. I think retail is starting to come back into gaming now. You guys can see from 0.1, it's done like a 2x to be fair, or close to a 2x. But it's pumped about 20% the last 7 days. Was pretty decent. It's had a decent pump. Let's see if this is sustainable now, though. Let's talk about quality now instead of price action. Lucy integration with Solana. This is one of the best things I tell you guys. Like, this is why I say AGI has blue chip potential. This is going to be one of the blue chip AI coins. It's only been around for one cycle. However, this has the potential to be one of the top AI coins in the crypto space. They just partnered with WorldCoin, but they just done this. They've added Lucy. They've added the Solana chain on Lucy. This is a decentralized DEX, an AI agent DEX, which has never been seen in the crypto space. This is going to perform really well. The newbies are going to love this. If you're new to crypto and you don't know how to use a DEX, Lucy will be the top DEX for you because it just carries out the transaction for you. Yeah, Simon, I've seen that actually. This is just pure manipulation, bro. And this is what they do. They say that, there's more jobs in circulation now, but then they just found out today that no, 800 jobs have just disappeared out of nowhere. This is just pure manipulation. And this is why the big players are staying at the market at the moment. They're staying at the market because there's still a high chance of recession. They don't want to tell you that because you're gonna, they want to pump up the market and then just dump on everyone, just surprise a recession announcement or something stupid like that. They're gonna crash the markets, I guarantee you, at some point. There has to be one more crash before the bull run starts. They're gonna surprise crash you guys. The market pumped on the news that there is more jobs in circulation now. There's more jobs opens now, meaning that unemployment shouldn't go higher. But then today they've come out and said, "Oh no, the unemployment data there's like 800k jobs just disappeared out of nowhere." So bullshit. Alora Network raised 35 million Zero VCs decentralized AI from the day we partnered with Ori Chain. Yeah, Ori Chain is pretty good. I hold it in my portfolio. My bags are old bags, so I wouldn't really buy it now. Can I talk about my latest thoughts on Rio? I'm still bullish on Rio, bro. There's nothing really to talk about Rio. Rio is already a completed project. The only thing that Rio can do now is just pay for a few exchange listings, and that's it. So pay for like one or two, maybe one tier one exchange listing, and Rio will perform really well. It was basically the top performer in the last RWA pump. No other project has pumped as much as Rio. It was one of the top performers. So they will continue to work, I'm still bullish on it. Kodak, appreciate it, buddy. Would I DCA into OTK or on Sensei? Yeah, I would DCA. Look, you guys need to start, if you don't have a bag up alt right now, alt is one of the best DCAs right now ever. This has been consolidating at these regions now. But this is one of the best DCAs now. If you don't have OTK, let's have a look at OTK. Well, OTK I would potentially wait a little bit. Just pumped. It had a nice little dip though, but it pumped. What's Sensei's price today? I haven't really looked at Sensei. Oh yeah, Sensei is a good DCA to be fair. Oh, he had a massive wick and it just got brought up. Sensei is a good DCA. Sensei is not going to go much lower than 0.01, to be honest with you. If unemployment doesn't come in heavy in September, do you still think BTC drops? I think the Bitcoin dominance will go higher. So that means all coins will go down. So it doesn't matter which way Bitcoin goes, sorry. All coins will still go, lower. I think the dominance needs to hit 60%. And for that to happen, that could happen when Bitcoin goes up, or that could happen when Bitcoin goes down. It makes no difference. Dominance needs to go somewhere around either 59% or 60%. It doesn't matter. If it goes 59%, and you just start accumulating it. You don't even have to hit the specific number 60. As long as it's somewhere between 59 and 60, that's good enough in my opinion. What could be the strategy to swing coins in narrative? The narrative or percentage coins? Yeah, I'm not going to say that on a live stream, my friend. That's just too long to explain. Are they obviously a large cap that have been? Are you moving? Cap has been moving. Are you bearish? I'm not bullish on the DeFi narrative, my friend. Aave was a good project last cycle, but you gotta understand, all the projects that were good last cycle does not mean they're gonna be, the top projects this cycle. It doesn't mean that DeFi. This was one of the best DeFi projects last cycle, but doesn't mean it's gonna be the same thing this cycle. So like when this first came out, he did really, really good numbers. But it does not mean it's going to do the same thing this cycle. This cycle is pretty much just been dead because DeFi has been dead. Money's been getting sucked out of DeFi into other narratives. Not every narrative is going to pump the same way it did last cycle. Gaming is not going to pump the same way it did last cycle. DeFi is not going to pump the same way. Layer ones are not going to pump the same way they did last cycle. Why? Because there's better narratives that's more prominent now. For example, RWA. For example, AI, Deepin. These are the narratives that's going to be the top performers this cycle because this is what everyone is talking about in the real world. No one cares about DeFi anymore. No one's talking about the metaverse anymore. No one's talking about layer ones anymore, Ethereum killers anymore. That narrative is dead now because Ethereum has already solidified its spot. Otherwise, Ethereum would not got ETF. It's that simple. Comparing Ritestream to Hello to Code. I don't know why people still show Hello. That project is good as dead. That's a dead project. Can you imagine Fortnite had the coin? Will it be worth to invest in the Peak network when it launches? I think the Peak network will perform well, but the problem is there's so many good projects. I don't think Peak is going to perform that well. And the fact that it's on Polkadot as well, which is another bearish thing. Polkadot is a dead chain. No one really cares about Polkadot this cycle. Maybe it might have a comeback next cycle. We don't know. But this cycle, Polkadot is dead. Polkadot spent 40 million or something paying influencers. That should be a red flag. That's probably why one of the main reasons it performed so well. Do you know if exchanges charge monthly, yearly to list a token, or is there just an upfront charge? There's an upfront charge. They either give it in tokens or they give it in straight up cash. They don't pay monthly and stuff. That doesn't make sense. This is why a lot of these exchanges have to gather the money before they can get an exchange listings. A lot of these projects just give out tokens, to be honest. The rich ones, the ones who have a good money behind them, have good income behind them, they'll pay cash. So you don't have to worry about the exchange dumping on you. Yeah, I have reviewed it, my friend. Southflex. Which one can come back from the dead out of the following three? AWT, Lit Labs, Souls. I think if any of them have a chance of making a comeback, it's probably Lit Labs. I think if Alexa does well, then Lit Labs will follow. I think Alexa will help pump Lit Labs. I think with Souls, Souls is shit. AWT has always been shit. Well, it wasn't always shit, but I bought AWT, made a forex on it, and just took profits and just sold everything. Why? Because I've seen a lot of stupidity from the team. Like it's like I don't know if people check the team wallets or not, but you can literally see them dumping every day. and they were just doing it consistently. And it's not like they're trying to hide it; they're just open about it. Like no one's stupid enough to hold it after, it was at that time it was okay because gaming was still hot. People were looking for new gaming projects. But outside of that, it was never really a good project. Why? Because look, AWT was never a long-term play, ever. Why? Because these type of games take years to make, and they don't have the funding for it. There's multiple articles where the AWT team said that they're struggling for money. So if they're struggling for money and the game, MMORPG, like those top quality games take years to make, where they're going to make the funding? Of course, they're going to sell their own tokens. I think that's one of the main reasons they even got a token is to dump it, because AWT doesn't need the blockchain. It doesn't need the crypto token. It doesn't need any of that. It can release its game mainstream. So that's why they've made the token for people to invest in it. So they can dump on you. Lit Labs has a higher chance than all of them, because as Alexa pumps, I think Lit Labs will also pump along with Alexa. I think Alexa will help Lit Labs pump. And there's a lot of correlations. If Alexa does well, the main token, the main game on an Alexa is, the game that's made by Lit Labs. It's more or less the same team as well. Quick question: what's your favorite deepin project? I would say AI Tech is my favorite deepin project. There's not many good deepin projects. I would class Alt as a deepin project as well, but their deepin stuff isn't live at the moment. But I would class Alt as a deepin project as well. But I would say AI Tech is fully deepin, and a little bit of AI as well. I would class AI Tech as more deepin than AI, even though they got AI infrastructure and AI marketplace and a GPU marketplace. But that data center is made for GPUs and stuff, CPUs. So I would class that as more deepin. Is Naka gonna keep pumping? I need to buy more. I mean, you guys had very good chance to buy Naka, bro. You guys had a very good chance to buy Naka. It probably will pump more. The only time Naka will come back down is if we have a correction in general. But this had a nice pump. Tectum had a nice pump. Sensei's having a little bit of a retracement, but it's cool. This is why the crypto space is pumping. The DXY is going down. That is why crypto is pumping right now. That's why Bitcoin is pumping right now. It's going to be short-lived though. That's the thing. I think it's going to be short-lived. When the DXY goes down, crypto goes up. It's just how it is. The Bitcoin goes up, and then if Bitcoin goes up, the entire market goes up. BF, it's good to see you, buddy. Very good to see you. It's been a long time. Damn, there's so many comments, bro. What the hell? Made 5K for my dad with your picks. I'm gonna make him proud, bro. My friend, that is very good to hear. And this is the thing, right? Miffy has only been in my group for about 3-4 months or 2-3 months or something. But I've made him buy at the bottom. This is the thing with my group. I make people buy at the bottom. That's the most consistent thing. It's like you can DCA, but it's like, what's the point? By the time the real dip happens, you're gonna run out of money. That's the significant difference between me and his other YouTubers. I make people buy near the bottom, and that's exactly what I've done. I've told everyone, wait for the August September dip. It was either going to be in August or in September, and the big dip happened in August, and we was already ready for it. I told these guys months ago. So AGI going to be in Solana as soon as then. No, AGI is not going to be in Solana. Is Lucy? It's not them going on Solana. Is they integrating Solana, meaning that they on their DEX on Lucy, there's going to be Solana now, so you can probably buy Solana tokens on there. That's what it means. I should ask my parents for money. AWT making a comeback. I think the entire gaming sector is making a comeback today. Damn, 66%. Damn. Oh, that's what's funny though. You just go back, you just zoom out, and you just look like, oh, it's not really that impressive. To be fair, this is back now is basically back down to, well, no, actually it's back down to the August lows. So it's not really that big, but this is a massive green candle. That's crazy, that is. There's probably a poor group somewhere. They're probably doing a buy alert on this. Everything is pumping. Even this token is pumping. Even EMC is pumping today. EMC is having a nice pump. This went from 4 million, 4.5. It's basically done a 2x from the lows. Over a 2x. It's done over a 2x pretty much. It's good to see though. Even EMC is making a comeback. Like I told my group already. I told my group like a week ago the market is going to rally into September. So they were already prepared. I predict the markets really well. Well, so far I've predicted the markets really well. So among your list, small caps, mid caps, you have large cap injective. What convinced you to choose the project over other large caps? Many multiples. We should expect the upcoming bull run. Well, my friend, the only reason I got into injective was because I was following injective from the last cycle. It was one of the projects that I did like, and because it came down so much, and it was like 90 million a market cap or 80 million a market cap or something. It was like I think it was probably even lower than that. It was like £1 something. So then I thought, okay, this is pretty much at all-time lows, and that's when I bought a large bag of injective. And it wasn't a large cap at the time that I bought it, my friend. I still think is one of the best projects in the high cap sector. Either that or Casper is going to do well. Everything else is like you can't tell people to buy Solana because Solana's ran way too much already. You can't tell people to buy Cardano and all these shit coins because it's shit, or Polkadot or any of these other ones. So the only other option is Solana. I mean, Injective or Casper or something. So it's either Casper or Injective. I like both of them. It doesn't matter which one you buy; they'll both will do well. That's what I think. It all depends. That's what it depends on. It all depends on whenever you got in. But like I said, even now, Injective is a lot lower market cap than Casper. But there's institutions behind Injective. There's not many institutions behind Casper. It's mostly retail and some bigger players. Probably a lot of whales in there. But I'm not holding anything past this bull run, my friend. So if you're thinking to buy anything past this, hold anything past this bull run, then you're gonna lose a lot of money. Don't hold anything past this bull run. I've just shown you guys a clear example of Aave, for example. It did well last cycle. It doesn't mean it's gonna do well this cycle, and the cycle after that, if it's still around, is gonna be dead. The gains just get smaller and smaller. It's only a few coins in the talk, a few coins that continue to perform well throughout the years. Most of them just get, just die and people forget about them. And there's new tokens coming, to replace them. That's it. But these are the best projects to buy, in my opinion. These are the best ones. These will perform the best. You got OTK, which is the best gaming project. You got AGI, one of the best AI projects. Tectum, one of the best, layer ones with a revolutionary tech. The only thing that a lot of people was, not convinced on Tectum just due to the fact that they had no product. But they've got this soft node app dropping in September now. This is why it's pumping. Or brand new project hasn't experienced a bull run, but it's fundamentally really strong. Covers a bunch of different narratives. There's a bunch of institutions behind it. They earn a lot of money annually. They earn like $12 million annually profits, and they do 30% buybacks. They do burns. They got Microsoft, Google backing them. You can't go wrong buying this AI tech. One of the best DeFi projects. It has a real use case. Is needed in Europe. Is backed by European governments. They're very well funded. This is why you see them on the trending list, advertised everywhere. They're very good advertisement because they got the funding to do it. They're backed by European governments, and once the data center's live, no one can say nothing about this. Is now that they've kind of stole it, that everyone's sold their bags and stuff, but eventually they're going to form back in. Relio, one of the best RWA projects. You cannot go wrong with this project. You literally cannot. Sensei, brand new project. AI, it has AI agent replicas. It's something that we've never seen in the crypto space with a very specific use case. But because of the AI agents, It has multiple use cases now. There's not many good AI agent projects, and this is one of them. We've already seen from AGI how well AI agents can do. So Sensei, having big partnerships, big backends, a very solid team, is going to perform really well. Naka, one of the best gaming projects. Injective, very good project. Munity, a degen project. If you want to gamble in some memes, you can buy a Maneki. ZF is a good DEX. This is a good DeFi project. I'm not really too bullish on DeFi. Chirply is another decent AI project. There's a lot of different factors, different projects, different narratives. You have to diversify because you don't know which narrative is going to pump first. I did. He gave me some also to build his portfolio. Didn't know to trust me that much. AI Tech DCA, T13, exactly. AI Tech is a good DCA. Ross, thank you. Boys, I'm going on a trip on Friday. I'll be back on Monday. I might just live stream. I'm coming back early, but I'll live stream on Monday. AMU been pumping. AMU just pumped like 40% today. The reason AMU can do well is not because it's on DeFi. It's just look, it had a pump here and now it's going parabolic again. The reason AMU can pump is because it's backed by the Solana Foundation. It's backed. It has very good backers. You can earn yield, but you're protected, meaning that if they get hacked, you get your tokens back. This is what makes AMU stand out. And it's on Solana, which is even more bullish. Being backed by the Solana Foundation, is I think Solana is going to perform well even now, and the ecosystem is going to perform well. If there's a time where DeFi goes parabolic during the run, AMU will be one of the top performers in that narrative. My Sensei order hit today, 5.9 million now. That's a good bag. That's a good bag, my friend. Dyson, how you doing, buddy? Do I think alt will be listed on Binance? I think there's a high possibility, yes. Because, like I said, alt provides the storage for the entire BNB chain. So with them being one of the main providers of storage for the BNB chain, I don't see why alt will not list them. And they've got the money to pay for it. So I can see that happening, yes. Singh, walaikum salam, buddy. How are you doing today? Time for gym now. Gonna bench my usual 120k for 4 sets. Crypto God, how you doing, bro? Source swap is still worth to hold. Source swap is terrible, my friend. HBAR is a terrible chain. Nobody's bullish on HBAR. That's another one of those death chains. It will perform when HBAR performs, but I don't see HBAR anything more than a 5x. So I'm not bullish on source swap. Skid Marks, how you doing, bro? We've been red for so long. Even a small pump today gets you excited, bro. This is what people don't realize is even a small little thing like the DXY going down and Bitcoin pumping can cause a massive pump the entire sector. Most of the gaming projects now are going parabolic. What's the gaming narrative on here? Let's have a look. GameFi is up 1.6%. That can't be right. Most gaming projects are pumping really hard right now. Maybe this ain't updated. RWA is up 6.7%. Lending and borrowing, liquid staking is up 12%. I told you liquid staking does really well in the bull run. Gaming blockchain is up 1%. That can't be right. But there's a lot of gaming projects that's not on here, to be fair. There's a lot of gaming projects. What's the play to earn sector? Can have a look on there. BRC20 dead. I've always said that. Gaming platforms. OTK has made it on this list now. This is what we need. Gaming platforms. OTK is on there. Metacade is on there. Pump 25%. Gains free is on there. Corpo is going down. Hulk Protocol is not gaming, but why is that even on there? Verdia did a 10x in a day. What the fuck did it? Damn. What the hell happened to this? It went from 1 cent. It's not 10x, but yeah, 1 cent. Oh shit, it did almost do a 10x a day. What is this project? And why is it done so well? Damn. Take control of your personal data, manage your crypto, encrypt personal data knowledge. There's nothing bullish about this though. Is DeFi coming back or something? Is that more or less money? So they're backed by Nuclei. Good to see that. Polkadot, Polygon, Algorand, Nia. So it's backed by all the big chains. AI Tech, Polygon ID. Oh, actually, because I think it was because Polygon was pumping today. I've seen Polygon pump today. This just looks like a massive buy alert or something, bro. This is not sustainable. Polygon was doing really well today, 14% on the day. This is why Polygon chain. This is why Thing is pumping. This is why Naka is pumping. Is because the Thingy chain is doing really well. This is almost on a 35 cents to 51 cents. That's a good pump. This is why Naka is pumping today. Is because they're built on Polygon. So when Polygon does well, Naka follows. You guys can see it's built on Polygon. This is why Naka's pumping really hard today. It's the leading gaming platform on Polygon. So yeah, it's pretty good. All right, 60 likes or everyone's seed phase getting leaked. Boys, we need to smash the like button, guys. Come on. It's actually not that hard. I give you guys very good alpha on these live streams. And just smashing the like button is like takes 2 seconds, but it does actually help me out a lot. Pushes my channels out a little bit more. You need likes. That's what it is. You hold Bricken. Yeah, Bricken's pretty good. AI Tech soon, parabolic. I think AI Tech is well overdue for a pump. Once the data center is done, then that's it for AI Tech. It's gonna go crazy. And they've already started to build one of the rooms, so Zim, good to see you, buddy. Really enjoying your streams. Appreciate you. Would you think Labour will raise capital tax in the UK? I think Labour is trying to raise capital tax in the UK, but it seems that he probably will come out of office at some point. I really hope they don't raise capital tax, but that would be probably one of the dumbest things to do. I don't understand why these guys want to get rich people out of the country. Like, what is the purpose behind that? They want to raise capital tax. All the real investors, the top investors, are just going to leave the country and they're all going to go to Dubai. These idiots, these countries don't realize they're ruining their own country. They're destroying their own country. They're getting all the rich guys to leave. And this is why the economy is out, doing really shit. UK's economy is really, really bad. They really UK is basically poor. It's not the old UK anymore in terms of economic power. They're terrible now. And they just keep making it worse and worse. P-Master, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Anissa, good to see you as well. Kamala showing tax unrealized gains. Bro, Kamala was saying 45%. This is ridiculous. House party at G's house since it reaches $1 billion. Boy, if it reaches $1 billion, we can get Airbnb or something, bro, and then we can get a massive Airbnb. Well, I'll get a massive Airbnb, and then we can have a party. Yes. If it reaches $1 billion in market cap, well, you guys are going to be rich. That's all I can say. It's possible, though. It's possible. It's one of the better projects. A catalyst for every bull run is QE. Could the ETFs have been the catalyst and replace QE with the bull run already happened? No, I don't think that's the case, my friend. The ETFs pumped the markets because the markets was so dead for so long and people were so bored. That's the only reason. And the reason, all the old people that was in crypto, there's investors that were just sitting on a lot of USDT and they just put it back into the markets. That's it. You gotta understand there's a such thing as a USD dominance, and it went crashing down when everything was flying. So, the ETF is not a catalyst for the bull run. A catalyst is, you cannot be in a bull run if the Fed is in QT. That's not a bull run. especially for the altcoins. Altcoins go parabolic when we're in QE. So all the gains you guys are seeing now, most people did not see the amount of gains that I've seen. So most people have not experienced a bull run technically. You guys are only saying that because you've seen OTK do 100x, you've seen AI Tech AGI, because that doesn't correlate for the entire market. This is what you guys don't realize. The people that's been in my Patreon don't realize that across the board, most people did not get a 45x, a 42x on AI Tech and AGI. They didn't get an ATEX on Sharply. They didn't get a 250x on Node AI. Most people did not get that. So you're only looking at specific projects and how well they performed, and you think it's a bull run, but it's technically not. Across the board, most projects done a 4 to 5x. We have a bull run when the big caps do a 5 to 10x. They haven't done that yet. That's what you class as a bull run. When there's QE, you cannot be in a bull run when you're in QT, my friend. We've been in QT all along. So all this is why all the pumps are short-lived. Not enough likes today. Yeah, guys, smash the like button. Let's get to at least 70 likes. That's the least you guys can do. When are you taking your 300 on holiday? I'm gonna take my 300 on holiday. Everyone, you guys need to take me on holiday. We'll go on holiday at some point, my friend. After the bull run, I think we should definitely have a link up or something. You guys are all gonna be rich anyway, so it doesn't matter. Curious G, what do you think about ChangeGPT? Is there any part of it you think that would appeal to normies looking at it? Yeah, ChangeGPT is a good project, my friend. You know, it's a launch pad, but it's much more than just a launch pad. They got big partnerships. I think it will still perform. I just think there's better projects that will give more gains than this. There's a lot of dilution for this as well. Keep that in mind. I haven't really looked at the vesting schedule, nor do I remember the vesting schedule from the top of my head, but this almost done a 20x. And I think Launchpad does really well in the bull run, especially when the market heats up. People like to invest into Launchpads. I don't know why. So they can get access to some of these early coins and just dump them. And this is going to be one of the leading ones. But the problem with this is the allocations are so ass. There's not really no incentive. But this will still do well. They've got some AI news model. They've got a chatbot. They've got NFT generators. They've got different factors. It's not just, they got advanced AI trading. They have a lot of different factors. The Launchpad is not just the only thing they do. They do other AI stuff as well. So I'm still bullish on this. I think it can do well. I just don't think it's going to give you the life-changing gains. That's just my only perspective. Yeah, it is a bit criminal, to be fair. I would make a dirty, filthy, naughty amount of money if Sensei does 1 billion. But if Sensei does 1 billion, I think a lot of people in my group will retire. Imagine Alt does 3 to 5 billion. Then a lot of you guys are going to be very, very rich as well. 3 to 5 billion, a lot of people in my group will be rich. Sensei goes to 1 billion, a lot of people will be rich in my group. Community does 250k, 250 million, 200 million. A lot of people will be rich in my group. If AGI does 3 to 5 billion, a lot of people will be rich in my group. As Sensei 1 billion, I'll buy the Airbnb for us. Yeah, you actually could, to be fair, Marco. To be fair, even I could do that. I'll hold a decent bag of Sensei myself. Will you open some spots in a few months? I've still got 40 spots left, actually. Like, I like to do WAP now. I don't like doing buy me a coffee anymore, but you can't really track anything on there. So it's such a headache. So if you guys want to join the private community, I know right now everyone just wants to invest any, spare currency they have, they want to put into the market. That's completely fine. But, it is first come, first serve though. Tristan, I might open a spot for you, bro. You're quite active on the channel. But, like I've said, they've got like less than 40 spots left, probably like 30 something spots now. It is going to be I'm capping mine at 300. Like the most I'll ever add is 350. That's it. And that's during a bull run. You know, if some people are really active on my chat, like I will open some spots for you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, my friend. Like right now, you know, everyone's in the market is probably down on their investment. So I can completely understand that. But I would probably save a spot for you, Tristan. No problem, my friend. But the most I'll ever have in my group is 350. Pushing it, that's it. I would never ever go more than 350. I think 350 people is more than enough to manage in a bull run. C Sense, how you doing, buddy? Buy SpaceX. Elon will take us for a trip. 300 on Riot. 300 only, Merkel. No, not not 350. I think 300 is a better number, though. That's why I think. But right now, the market is dead. So, you know, like I've said, a lot of people don't want to be joining private communities. But as soon as the market lifts up, people feel a bit richer. People don't mind joining private communities. Well, the thing is, because the market is dead, there's not, you know, unless there's new buy alerts, which, you know, that's the only thing that people will join for. But apart from that, there's not really much that people will join private communities for. People just want to accumulate, and that's it. That's the only thing that matters. Is like at the end of the day, you know, there's a few factors that can cause a bull run. And you could say the ETF was one of them. But the biggest factor that brings institutions, that brings retail into crypto is when we go into QE. Why? Because people from TradFi, the big stock companies, they make, you know, a little bit of money and they have a bunch of money on the side. They just start gambling on you know, a small percentage of their portfolio. A small percentage of their portfolio will be classed as a whale in the crypto space. So they come into the markets and they start, you know, buying these coins, and they probably have people that do it for them. It's like this is how the crypto space is. But you have to be in QE in order to say we're in a bull run, and we haven't experienced that yet. It's always been QT for a long time. Like I've said, the only reason Bitcoin pumping now is just because thing is falling, the DXY is falling, which always causes a pump in Bitcoin. So yeah, but we have to. We're not in a full blown bull run yet, my friend. First time seeing you live. We are very lucky to have you guide us, the only person who knows fundamentals clearly. Thank you very much, Guru, buddy. Ben, how you doing, bro? That's all right. I'll probably go live in like another half an hour, maybe. I don't know. The other day, I saw someone telling you Benjamin, Cowan, and Jason are good. Jason and Benjamin don't like us, don't make us money. Crypto G does. Really appreciate everything you do. That's exactly right. Well, Benjamin, Cowan, and Jason, they're good for the macros. In terms of gem hunting, they don't know. They don't know how to gem hunt, bro. They just know how to buy the top 10 coins, the top 5 coins. That's their gem hunting. But the people that's going to make you money is the people that go look for low caps. For example, me. Tech term talking with 4 countries. Is that a fact or is that just rumors? If that's I know they were talking to El Salvador. I know El Salvador is really crypto friendly. But there's other look, people be sleeping on tech term, bro. And I told people this when this was like $4. There was a bunch of people in my chat calling this a scam. Or project, this is a scam. It's not gonna do well. I guarantee you they're not saying that today. These people only look at price action. When the price goes down, they'll call it a scam. When it goes up, they become bullish. But you have to look at the development. They actually look. This is a soft node right there, and not only this, they've got they've got people using it now. There's actually like companies waiting to use it. But they got AMA in tomorrow. Actually, that'll be a good time to talk to them. But look, the soft node app is going to be released very soon, and then they've also got the likes of wherever there was that company gone. I look, they canceled this. You guys don't know what happened with the min layer stuff, bro. Did this actually happen or did it not happen? Bro, I made the Tecton team end this. I don't think they've done this AMA. I'm pretty sure they didn't, because I warned them about min layer, and now they're not doing nothing further with min layer. They basically ended it. But this is what I'm talking about. A clothing brand as our newest soft node merchant. This is a company that has over 150 stores in the US. This is the type of mass adoption we're talking about, and this is what they're getting involved in. This is gonna still do well, in my opinion. People be sleeping on this type of stuff when the price is down. They said it on Telegram today. Okay, that's pretty good, that is. I got banned from the Telegram. They banned me from the Telegram. I called the CEO a retard and he just banned me instantly. The politicians being ordered to take our money, crypto away, they can't stop it. This is exactly right, skid marks. Institutions and big players are here to shake you out of your bag so they can come and scoop up and have as much control over Bitcoin or crypto in general. Not obviously our low caps, but crypto in general. So don't get shaken out, because these guys are buying while you're selling. There's a reason why they're buying, because they know how the market works. We will have a bull run at some point. They can't stay in QT forever. They have to go into economic expansion. The business cycle is coming to an end. And at the end, at the business cycle, they turn the money printers back on. There's most likely going to be one more scare, in my opinion. And that scare will be the final scare that will try to shake as much people at the markets. They will come and buy large bags, and the bull run will start, and they make a shit ton of money. And the people that sold their bags and they panic, they're going to FOMO back in. This is exactly what's going to happen. Institutions are already in. The retail is missing. Institutions, not all institutions are in, but there's some institutions in, yes, 100%. I think everyone holds Bitcoin, but then when the QE happens, everyone buys Bitcoin, like large amounts of Bitcoin. Right now, they're just DCAing pretty much. They said it on Telegram today. Okay. Tectum is a good project. The CEO is very skinny and fit. Nah, this CEO is fat as fuck. I would also rather invest $50 of Auto Sensei, but you deserve it for your alpha and being in a group after the bull run and the worth having, like 2K or more. Yeah, this is the thing, right? It's like people don't want to. You can pay $50 now, but the coins that you're getting, the timing in the market you're getting, is going to make you hundreds of thousands, in the bull run. There's a very specific benefit of being in a group, is telling you how to maneuver the markets. I've given you guys a clear example of how I've maneuvered this markets this year, which was I gave take profits alerts in February, March. I told people not to DCA until June. And then I already told them in July that there's going to be a big dip happening in August and September. So I told you guys, if you're going to DCA slowly, small amounts, and then we will have further opportunities in August and September. And that's exactly how it's played out. It played out exactly how I expected it to. So yes, you potentially you could have had, but then this is the thing, Miffy, is you would have never ever known about Auto Sensei, if you didn't pay for the alpha. That's the thing. And there's going to be more coins as well. It's not just going to be one coin. There's plenty of other coins that will be dropping as well. Tectum has had great updates recently. I feel like before they were more silent, but the leadership changes. I think they switched when Tectum started going below $10. That's when the team switched and started doing weekly AMAs, more bullish stuff, new listings. That's when they switched. Now I think the people are getting bullish on Tectum now. I think those same whales that probably got out are probably getting back in now. What's a decent bag of Sensei to make 100K? Get like 5 million Sensei. That's a good bag. Why did you call the CEO retard? Well, because I showed him the min layer stuff and he just brushed it off. So I called him a retard. I should have called him a fat retard. Then he just banned me, bro. Well, the Tectum CEO looks like a pedophile, bro. I'm not gonna lie. He actually looks like a pedophile. If you go look at his picture, it just looks weird. Do I think Kibish, with the narrative of being the first AI generated meme coin, could do well? Not really, bro. Being the first AI generated meme coin does not mean anything, bro. You can literally go on ChatGPT now and tell ChatGPT, can you make me a meme coin? It would make you some stupid meme coin. It's not really that bullish, is it? It's not like the first. What does it mean by the first AI generated meme coin? You can go. I could go. I can go do that in 5 minutes, bro. It's not really that bullish. Blady, Blady, how you doing, buddy? It's very good to see you in here. But I was talking about the CEO of Tectum, bro. The CEO of Tectum, I warned him about the min layer bullshit, and then he just brushed it off like it was nothing. So then I just called him I called him a retard, and he just fucking banned me. I told Seth to message him and tell him if you don't cancel that partnership, we're gonna dump on you. And then now they I don't think they're doing it anymore though. Is Chirply still worth the investment? Oh my look, Chirply is a good project, but like I said, if you're gonna hold 4 AI coins, I would put Alt Sensei AI Tech and AGI above Chirply. Chirply is really good, but then the use case is very niche. The only thing I like about Sensei is the fact that they're backed by the Binance Labs, and they've got a massive grant from them as well. Like I'm talking about a lot of money, enough money for them to pay like 10 tier one exchanges things. So there's a high possibility they will get a tier one exchange this thing. This is why I am bullish on it. But it all depends on how much mass adoption they get on their platform. Their platform is aimed for macro or micro influencers, but it's like a lot of lower influencers, they just give up and they're not going to go to say I'm a lower influencer. I'm not going to Sensei to promote me. So it's very very niche. So that's the only thing I don't like about Chirply, but I still think it will perform well, my friend. If you hold the bag, keep it. If it drops a decent amount, then buy more. I think it will, it'll give you minimum 30x in a bull run. FOMO is gambling behavior. It is, but it works out sometimes, my friend. FOMO does work out sometimes. Any thoughts on ART Rainy? Has a nice yeah, I like Rainy. Rainy is not too bad. The problem with Rainy is it's too high a market cap. And it hasn't really pumped too much. During the gaming pump, this barely pumped, which is just shows they don't market enough. And this market, well, damn, this dumped like shit. Are you sure this is still alive? Last time I checked, this was like 15, 16 million in market cap. This doesn't look healthy. It looks like they're just rugging this project or something. I'll have a look into this later. Without G, you wouldn't even know what to put $50, Miffy. You'd probably be buying some stupid coins. Reason I ask is because I'd understand how coins get listed on particular exchanges and work involved doing so, but without many exchanges, it's hard to know good coins take off. I think Mexi just lists anything. As long as you pay them, they'll list you. But then the top tier one exchange listings will only list specific projects. That's why the top projects, for example, Bybit, which is look, a lot of people think Coinbase is the second biggest exchange, but it's not anymore. Coinbase's volume is really, really low. The only reason people like Coinbase is because there's a lot of institutions that use Coinbase. But then in terms of volume, Bybit is the second biggest exchange at the moment. So, Bybit is realistically, if you get a Bybit listing, that's classed as a tier one exchange listing. So if any project has a Bybit listing right now, that is a tier one exchange. Because the volume for Bybit is higher than the Coinbase volume. But there's a big difference though. Bybit is full of retail. Binance and Coinbase is full of institutions or whales you could claim. So if a project gets listed on those, they're most likely to go to the billions rather than something listed on Bybit. It's very unlikely. There's bigger players in Binance and Coinbase than Bybit, but there's more volume on Bybit. Sensei, very active. CEO is nice, and they're still very small. Yeah, there's like one competitor coming out, but like I said, first movers always have that advantage. Merkel for president. Would you hold more AI tech or alt? My bags are quite small in comparison. I'll hold more alt. or has already hasn't experienced a bull run yet. Why is BNK pumping? BNK is pumping because, you know, RWA narrative is solid. The RWA narrative is bullish. This is why this is pumping. It's not a massive drop. Now we're just having a lot of reversal. It's not really pumping realistically. It went from 12 cents to 16 cents. You can't be too picky, my friend. But this is a decent pump from Bricken. Bricken's like a quick get out, bro. Like when the RW narrative pumps, buy, and then when it dumps, get rid of it, bro. Because you guys can see every single pump just gets sold off. These pumps are not sustainable, meaning that there's not a lot of weak, big players in this. It's only little players. This is why you guys can see every single pump. When you see a massive candle like this, just know there's going to be a massive dump behind it. If it's a steady grind, that means people have sold, new buyers in, but there's more, hodlers, you could call hodlers, diamond hands. Chirply is backed by Binance Labs, my friend. I can't say too much about Chirply on YouTube. I don't think it's fair for the CEO, but Chirply has a lot of good stuff coming, trust me. Fizz, how you doing, buddy? G loving the thumbnail. I'm gonna have the Rambo version of me in every single thumbnail. Yeah, Mexi are money holes, bro. They list anything, but they don't give a fuck. Yeah, me and Seth are cool now, bro. We basically realized, both of us realized, that if we just bicker on lives and amongst our groups, it will never be an ending thing. So it is a little bit childish, to be fair. Like if I say something about him, he'll probably say something about me, and it would never be an ending thing. So then we just thought, listen, you focus on your thing, I will focus on my thing. And look, if me and him start making videos about each other or whatever, it's just gonna ruin both our names. And at the end of the day, it doesn't benefit any of us. So I would rather just avoid the drama, to be honest. Yeah, I don't fist relax, bro. It's not that deep. Bro said mandate. But yeah, like we've just realized, like I've realized, bro, a lot of people, right? People just want drama, bro. But me and him we just thought, just might as well just end it, right? There's no point arguing back and forth. Because I've realized we've been doing it for the past 2 months now, and it's just back and forth nonstop. And it's never gonna get solved ever. So I would rather just allow that headache, bro. Because you guys realized there's a bunch of retards that come on my stream and they just start waffling and it just pisses me off. So then I would rather just avoid and just have a normal stream with the people that support me, rather than have these tribalist idiots like come on my stream, talk shit, and then some people from my stream will go in his stream and talk shit, and it just is a never ending thing, bro. I'd rather allow the headache. It's pointless in my opinion. But Alchemist is never gonna come back, because if Alchemist is here now, he's gonna be crying when he sees Gala down, below 2 cents. Then he's gonna look at Illuvium. He was telling people to buy Illuvium back at like 80 cents. It was like 80, 90 cents. And he said from 80 cents, he says it's gonna go to 1,200. 1,200 now is gonna even take even longer. Bro, this project is terrible, man. Finally, bro, so many people love to gossip. The amount of time I hear Seth and other YouTubers' name was so annoying. It gets a bit annoying, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's like, bro, at the end of the day, this tribalism thing doesn't get us anywhere. All of us are here to make money. We're here to make life-changing money, and that's it. I guarantee you, me and Seth can go kill each other. Like literally go kill each other. At the end of the bull run, none of you guys will give a fuck, because you've made your money now, and that's that. But then me and Seth went through all the drama, and you guys are just in the background getting the entertainment out of it. So I just look at it as pointless, bro. I would rather focus on making money for the group rather than having this tribalism. It's like, bro, the more connections you have, the better it is for you anyways, to be honest. That's all it is. You know, if me and Seth form an alliance or something, for example, we can push a lot of our projects because me and him, we have very similar projects. So, you know, if my channel grows, we can push our projects together and everyone makes money. That's how it is. That's the way I look at it. Rather than having enemies. It's pointless, bro. Yes, Jab, what are you saying, broski? We're here for both drama and money. What do I think about Tron? I think Tron is shit. But the thing about Tron is it's I think the meme coiners are just bored, bro. And this is what they do is like when they get bored of Solana and they get bored of Base, they go find another cheap chain and they go gamble on that. And this is one of the cheaper chains. Everyone knows Tron is terrible, and I don't even see why this is pumping. But the reason this is pumping is because of the meme coins. The reason Solana pumped went parabolic was because of pump fund, because of the meme coins. So people always have this misconception of, yeah, oh, Solana's bullish because of utility. It's not that case. Solana is mainly known for meme coins, and you know any narrative, any chain that has very good meme coin narrative, that chain will go parabolic. You see what I'm saying? My friend bought X0. Would you put it in the tier list like DCI bad project? I think Zero is probably decent compared to DCI. I think DCI will pump at some point, but I just wouldn't buy it now. It's pointless. The way I look at DCI is it could work tomorrow, and Deepin is not going to pump anytime soon. So I don't have the incentive to hold it. When you know that it could just keep going lower and lower and lower. At some point, DCI will pump. When the Deepin narrative takes off, DCI will pump if it survives that long. This is what you guys got to realize. At some point, I might give a trade alert on DCI when the narrative kicks in. But why would you buy it now knowing that it can continue to go lower? The same thing with this project. You know, to be fair, the chart for this one doesn't even look that bad. It just looks like it's consolidating. But the only thing that people like about this is it's too bearish. It's like it's too degen for me. The only reason people like it is because if you could look down here, just look at the quality of these generations. These are top quality generations. Like that's full HD right there. You know, these videos are really, really good. So that's one of the reasons people like this. The LLMs are pretty good compared to most other ones. These are very realistic. And they've got sex listings as well. Revenue sharing, text to video DApp. Like this is not too bad compared to DCI. This probably will do more gains than DCI. Probably is lower in market cap as well. But these type of projects, like I said, can work tomorrow because there's no Docs team on there. If there's no Docs team, I would rather avoid the project, to be honest. That's just my personal opinion. Especially when it's like one of these degen AI projects. There's no point holding them. Just trade them. If you know, if gaming is running first, let's say gaming pumps first, stop buying a bunch of these. Like take your gaming profits and buy a bunch of Zero AI and, you know, fucking DCI or whatever they are. Start buying them. Wait a couple of months. When the narrative switches back to AI and Deepin or something, all of these will go parabolic and you'll be the front running. You would already be prepared. That's the only thing. You know, that's the only thing I take in consideration is the only thing I care about is, you know, catching the narratives. Just catch the narratives. If you know, if this project is not going to pump anytime soon, we know this is not going to pump anytime soon because we can just see the chart. It's just consolidating. And eventually it's going to break the support line. You guys can see when a project retest this line, it retested this 2 is it like 2 cents or something? Retested 2 cents, retested 2 cents, retested 2 cents. Eventually it breaks. And that's what happens with these projects. And now it's in a free fall now. It's literally in a free fall. We don't know when it's going to stop. So you'd rather just, you know, just wait. Wait until the narrative becomes a talk, then start buying these projects. Till then, for example, when gaming pumps, all the liquidity is going to get sucked out of these projects and they're going to keep going lower and lower. Same thing happens with every narrative. When AI and AI and deep is going parabolic, gaming, RWA, they all the liquidity gets sucked out of those and gets put into these projects because people want to make money. People want to look for the next trade. People don't want to be holding the tokens dead. That's how it is, my friend. That's the only thing that matters. What is this? Why Tron is terrible? The Tron bot needs $7 to $8 to sell. Is expensive. Is it? I don't even know. I don't know why people are. I literally have no idea why people are buying a bunch of meme coins on Tron. There's nothing fundamentally strong about Tron. Merkel's got the power now. SY, shall I make you mod as well? That way, you don't have Merkel don't have that full power over you. 1.3 million sensei enough for 60 to 100k. It's possible. Possible. It's possible. Is there an average number of times each narrative run, or would you expect AI to have? I would say the best narrative, the top narrative, may have a second run. But the thing is, the way this cycle has played out, it moves from narrative to narrative. Last cycle wasn't narrative to narrative. Well, it kind of was, but so this is some narratives, the biggest narratives will just run throughout the cycle. They will just continue to pump alongside with other narratives. I think AI is going to be that narrative. I think AI is going to be the leading narrative. But like I said, don't hold anything past this bull run. Don't hold it. I think there's going to be a massive economic crash coming at some point, like crazy crash, like a black swan type of crash, like a 2008 type of crash at some point. It needs to happen. They're trying to reset the whole system, and they're not going to do it now. They're going to do it after this parabolic run. This is what's going to happen, bro. They're going to have a massive, whatever the narrative is, whether it's a Great Depression, whether it's another lockdown, they're going to have some sort of stuff up the sleeve. These elites, they plan this stuff for years. I guarantee you they planned COVID for years. You think COVID was just random, bro? These guys planned it already. The reason they done that was to stop from the economy from crashing. It was going to happen. The economy was going to crash. They probably wanted to see how much control they have over people. At some point, 10 years, 20 years down the line, they'll probably do something ridiculous again. And they're gonna test, how much control they have over people. You guys gotta understand, bro, these elites, it goes past, just doing it for money. These guys print money. They can literally go press a button and print money. It's all over. It's about control. They probably get a power trip. These people are weird. It's all pedophiles and stuff, bro. You can't really expect nothing more from them. I'm not keeping no moonbags, bro. I got some moonbags from Cardano and stuff. I'm not holding that shit anymore, bro. It's a waste. It'll be all out before 2025. Yeah, 100%, bro. All out. A 2028 crash after we'll make our gains will be great. That's what I'm saying, though. But then they're gonna probably have a narrative where they're gonna bring everything down and shake as much people out of the markets, and then they're gonna scoop up, make a shit ton of money, and then they're gonna crash the markets again. Make the people that sold FOMO back in. They're gonna they could probably get greedy, start not selling their bags, and this cycle is gonna repeat, bro. Only very few people get really rich in crypto. Only very few. Look, just literally 2 days ago, look how much people were scared. No altcoin season. Now look how quick the sentiment changes. As soon as Bitcoin has a little pump, as soon as the market turns a little bit green, everyone becomes ultra bullish now. You see what I'm saying? Look, you see how quick sentiment can change? It's ridiculous in crypto. Tech term top performers. Good to see that. Maple doing really well, to be fair. Surprised this is doing really well. Oh, it's not really doing that well. Maple's consolidating at this range. This will give you a 5 to the next. No more than that. Always Polygon's pumping. All the shit stuff is pumping right now. All the dead stuff. Even Space Mesh is pumping. Even this is pumping. Oh, that's crazy, that is. Even shit pumps sometimes. I told you guys, bro, even shit pumps. Space Mesh is shit. Even that can pump. AI, RWA gaming, exactly. I think that's exactly how it is. That's why. If retail is on memes and gaming, what was the catalyst for them to move on to the gaming last? What? The catalyst, everyone, bro, that's all retail buys is games and thingy, bro. That's all they can understand. They don't understand layer ones and stuff. Imagine getting assets for pennies on the dollar. Beautiful stuff. Exactly, bro. Did you really say COVID was invented or crashed the markets to crash? Of course it was, bro. What do you think COVID wasn't invented to crash the markets? What do you think, bro? There's always people like Peter, bro. These people still believe the news. Peter, do you believe the news? Yes or no? Of course, these stuff are manufactured, bro. Do you really think all these big players are not working together behind closed doors, my friend? Of course they are. Everything is manufactured for months, years in advance. They just do it at the right time. Of course, COVID was made to crash, not even to crash the markets, but it was to show power. It was to test their power. That's what it was. I never said COVID was made to crash the markets. That was probably one of the reasons. But it was to show, it was to see how much power these guys actually have over society. I think that's what it was made for. Because COVID was bullshit. It was literally the biggest bullshit. People, bro, like, fair enough, this monkeypox shit. I think Peter's got double vaccinated booster shots. Like, you got, bro, if you still believe the news, Peter, you shouldn't even be in crypto. Because the news is telling you Bitcoin's a scam, crypto's a scam. So you shouldn't even be in here, my friend. The hell? Did you see it too great to have a 40% portfolio on cash injective, or if your plan is to sell, move liquidity of a narrative, assume layer ones first? I would say having 40% in Casper and injective, depending on how much gains you want in your portfolio, I would say is too much, yes. And it depends what price you got them at. If you got Casper early or you got injective early, then I would keep them because an extra 5x, an extra 10x is gonna make crazy amounts of money for you. So, I do think it's it depends, to be fair. Like I said, it depends what price you got them at. And it depends how much gains you want with your portfolio. People emotionally flip. Of course they do. You become a real investor when when you get rid of your emotions. Yeah, this is what COVID was for. It was to test compliance. That's all it was for. How much people would have actually listened if they've invented some flu-like symptoms, like basically a flu, and called it COVID, and it was a pandemic. How much people was just gonna stay at home and listen? And everyone listened, unfortunately. How low can I see Bitcoin go? Well, you can't really know now, but it depends on how high it goes first. Then you know how low it'll go. He definitely has, bro. He probably left after hearing that. He probably had a heart attack hearing that. COVID wasn't to crash the markets. It was the biggest. Yeah, it definitely was, but it was a wealth transfer. Of course, it was a wealth transfer. Yeah, people didn't give a fuck. That's the thing. COVID was 100% made to fuck over everything and push people to cash. But this is what I'm saying. Exactly, AJ. COVID was a way to get rid of cash. You guys can see now they are trying to get rid of cash. I told you, these guys, these elites, these fucking people that run the world, they don't do stuff overnight. They do it over a long period of time. now a lot of banks, you gotta realize what these banks are doing now. If you go to some of these banks, now if you, for example, let's say if you want to cash out money now, you have to pay a fee. If you want to bring in cash now, you have to pay a fee. So then that's a good way to get rid of cash. So one bank adopts it, eventually all the banks are going to adopt it. If it becomes really good for crypto, and these banks will go out of business, but they don't care. I guarantee you, these people don't care. All right, and join the group. Let's see. Powell speaking on Friday. We will see green or red. We don't know yet for sure, bro. It most likely will be green. If it cuts 25 basis point, I think the market is gonna rally till September, anyways, bro. Definitely gonna rally till September. %100. I missed the live stream, but will we watch it? Do you like Oasis Network Rose of the project? Nah, Rose is dead, bro. Is that still a thing? Is Rose still alive? This project is still alive. It can't be, can it? Oh, it's still okay. Not too bad. I don't like this project. This is not gonna make your life changing money, bro. Isn't this a privacy token? I'm pretty sure it is. Poor Peter, he can shake his new MAC address in his body. Congrats, you became a South. Your Southflex, that's funny, bro. I mean, it's good mark, that's funny. Bro, that guy came and said something and disappeared so quick. Some people are funny, bro. There's actually still people who believe the news, unfortunately. It's like, you guys don't realize the Matrix is the same people as the Zionists, bro. Those are the Matrix. I guarantee you my channel will probably get deleted after this, but luckily I don't have much audience. And this is a live stream. But those are the people that control the world. Yeah, skid mark. Bro, it's not conspiracy theories, bro. It's actual facts. You just have to do your research into them. People call them, do you guys realize where the word conspiracy theories came from? It came from the higher ups. They call it conspiracy theories. So it just makes them people look like stupid, basically. Make them look like a lunatic. They the ones who made the word conspiracy theory, bro. You gotta keep that in mind. Everything was a conspiracy theory at one point until they came true. People told people not to get the vaccine, and look how much side effects the vaccine has had. Number one, Alex Jones were talking about the fucking behemoth growth shit for years before he got the evidence, the actual proof, when he snuck in. That was a conspiracy theory that came true. There's so many stuff that was conspiracy. Epstein Island was conspiracy theory till it came true. Conspiracy theories are just like, think of conspiracy theories as like pre-news for when it actually comes out. That's why I look at it as. It's like you get in the early stages. It's like, for example, conspiracy theories are like, if you're in a pump and dump group, you've already got the coin before everyone else sees it. That's what conspiracy theories are, bro. It comes out eventually. Yeah, they told you Bitcoin was a scam back in 2017, and that's what they do. Everything that threatens the general system is a scam to them. Oh yeah, this is also true. Every country does have a private central bank that owns them, and the banks are all owned by the same people. Everything is owned by the same people, bro. This is why I don't know if you guys read the news or not, but there was a few people talking about the Zionists, and they basically got sent to jail today. It's the same people, bro. I'm telling you. But you guys gotta realize, like, my channel is not big enough for these guys to even think about. They're not even gonna pay attention to my channel. If this was a video, then fair enough. But this is a live stream, bro. No one really cares. I've said, but you're not allowed to say the word pedophile on YouTube. But I still say it. They're not gonna care, bro. Do you think YouTube's gonna track this 1 hour 45 minutes and look for that specific work? I doubt it, bro. If my audience was like 400-500K, they 100% will. I developed a third eye after getting back. Yo, that is so funny, bro. You guys don't realize, right? In my private group, there was a guy who said that he's not gonna buy certain projects. Sensei was at like 0.07. He goes, I'm not buying this. This is gonna go to 0.05. My third eye told me, and now Sensei is never gonna go to that price again because his third eye told him. His third eye told him not to buy a Sensei at 0.07. And then now Sensei is at 0.01, 0.007, sorry. It was like 30, now it's like 30-40% up. So unfortunately his third eye didn't work that time. Oh yeah, Netanyahu is gonna come after us, bro. Yo, I don't think they pay attention to my channel, bro. They pay attention to the bigger channels. I really don't think they pay attention to my channel. If I get a strike tomorrow, just know I don't really care anyways, bro. You make fuck all money on YouTube. I can still stream and stuff. If anything, if it goes to shits, I can just make a new channel. It makes no difference for me, bro. I don't really care. Because they own everything, that's why Anand. They own everything. They own all the banks. All the banks are owned by the same group of people, the Rothschilds. If you own all the banks, you control the world. You control money. If you control money, you control the world. America's Congress is owned by Israel. This is why even Donald Trump, people think that Donald Trump is different. Donald Trump is the same. He gets funded by the same people. If, for example, if you go against these people, you can never come in office. Exactly. Look, this is what the stream has turned into. The first hour and a half is crypto. The last 20-30 minutes is just pure waffle. Private central bank is the first thing that communist country has to have. Think real hard. Skid marks are not wrong, bro. The word conspiracy came from a Latin roots. The word conspire literally means breathe together. That's crazy. This is what it's come down to, boys. Yeah, of course, bro. Of course. Like sometimes you gotta talk about this type of stuff, even though it's not crypto related. But you can't spend the whole time talking about, you can't talk about crypto the whole time. Markets are boring, bro. Crypto's up like Bitcoin's up like a few percentage. My portfolio is probably up like 4-5%. It's like I don't really care, bro. Let's see if Bitcoin can even break past this. If you can't, then it's reps. Happy, how you doing, buddy? You've joined at the end. Happy, drop a like before we cut the stream. How many likes are we even on? This is getting political. Sometimes it gets political, bro. How many likes are we on, guys? Before I end the stream. 2 hours is too long. Yo, Anna, you're pushing that fantasy football thing, aren't you? I'm gonna join it today, bro. I'm gonna join your fantasy football league. Okay. How many people even watch football though? A lot of people are from all over the world, and so that doesn't mean all of them are not gonna watch it. But we can gather all the people from the UK. Exactly, skid marks, exactly. All right, boys, let's wrap up this live stream. It's been a very productive live for the first hour and a half. The rest of it was just, conspiracy theories. But yeah. Fake pump on Tectum. I don't think it's a fake pump, my friend. Tectum's been releasing a lot of good news, and that's exactly what it's done. Yeah, put in the off topic again. I'm going to make an account. I don't really have an account on fantasy football. But it's not a fake pump, Perma B. Perma Bear, you're Perma Bear. That's crazy. That is your perma bear. That's why you're saying that fake pump on Tectum. I don't think it's a fake pump. I think Tectum's pumping not only because Bitcoin's pumping, but all at the same time, it's also because they've done some quite good stuff. Like the app is live in September. They have a lot of bullish stuff coming up. Adam, how you doing, buddy? First time I've caught your stream, and it's about the end. What time is it for you now, Adam? Any good buys today? I mean, everything's pumping today, happy, so I would rather allow it. I wouldn't buy nothing right now. So you don't expect it to come back down below $5? I mean, it could happen. I think everything will have one more drop, so it will happen. But if you're willing to, it could go even higher. That's the thing. Like I've said, I think the market will rally up to September. So yeah. One more like for one more hour. I'm not doing one more hour, bro. I'm not Superman. I can barely manage this much. Anything more than this is. What football team I support? I support Chelsea, bro. We just lost 2-0 the other day. But yeah, I'm not doing one more hour, bro. It's ridiculous. If I do one more hour, how many people leave and stay? Oh, it's 7:30. Oh, Adam, you're from Sydney. No wonder. Oh, you're awake very early though. You're like Ross. Ross wakes up 6:30 as well. That's pretty solid. That is, bro. Maybe I'll stream. I might just on the weekends. I might stream earlier, Adam. Maybe like 4 p.m. or something. So that way the Australians can get a stream as well. Maybe that'll be a good idea to do. Stream a bit earlier for the Australians. For the Aussies. All right, boys, let's wrap up this live stream. I appreciate every single one of you that came down to watch and show the support. I will see you guys possibly either tomorrow. Tomorrow will be my last live stream, going away Friday to Monday. And, you know, I would most likely have a topic for tomorrow. I think let's do a topic tomorrow. Maybe let's do an RWA stream. I would do an RWA stream where we can talk about RWA projects. I think that would be a fun stream. Maybe we can find a good RWA project as well in the meantime. So yeah. Appreciate everyone that came down. If you guys want to join the private community, you know, I will spam it in the chat one more time. Feel free to join. There's about 30 something spots left. Not much. You know, there's not many spots left. But you guys can join this private group. It's the best private group in the crypto space. We have a very, very good Discord that's very well organized, and you will get the best coins in this group, and you will get them first. This is one of the benefits. Like I've said, I have maneuvered the markets pretty well. Take care of yourself, guys. Have a wonderful week and the rest of the night. I will catch you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Right, let me do my outro. Where's my outro? Hold on.